still in Scotland. Welcome to part 3. I feel bad that it's been so long for you guys. But that's what you get when everybody has a life. It's like freaking out when somebody disappears and it's like, oh my gosh, he's finally back. Now I have to disappear for like 3 weeks. No, I'm joking. Going to Scotland. Maybe. I would like that actually. I've seen like videos of like people camping or like they're like visiting Scotland, and I'm like, man, if I had that much money to visit or like this stay like 10 days in Scotland, I'm using that money to move there. Cause it's like, hold on. You're telling me that you have the money to travel, but you don't have the money to stay there. I would stay there. I'm the type of person I would stay. I like Scotland. I like how beautiful it is. I mean, literally, it's like, I feel like it's more of foresty than it is like people. Like, I'm not saying Scotland is isolated, because obviously it's not, because people have to have jobs there, people still have to drive places, you know what I mean? So obviously they're not, isolated. It's just more green, like more peaceful, I should say. Like, I can build a cabin in Scotland and be isolated from people, and the only time I not be isolated people is when I go to work and then come home back to that same cabin and be isolated again. I want to be isolated. But anyways, I'm just saying, like, that's how peaceful Scotland is. I think Ireland is the same way. I'm not sure. I think Scotland's more greenery, I should say, more like open hills and stuff. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Don't take what I say for granted, because you're gonna do your own research. You're like, brother, this guy lies. No, I promise you, it's not. It's not like the fact that I don't like where I live. It's just like I like the forest. Like I like the outdoors than I do with the indoors. And yet I don't like hunting in real life. I don't have the human like I'm not like most people. I don't mind playing like hunting games, because I know that the fact when I can shoot something, the animal respawns. But in real life, once you shoot something, you shoot it, and it's dead forever. You know what I mean? And like, I understand there's some people who enjoy it, and there are some people who don't. I'm just one of the people who don't, but I like to play games with it. Oh, down there. They're all the way down there. Where are you, my friend? What? I did nothing. I absolutely did nothing. Well, there's she. So she didn't see the male run. Oh, there's the male. Where the heck did this guy go? Huh. Interesting. I don't want to run though. That's the problem. The problem is just that you got a lot of people who enjoy one thing, you got a lot of people who don't enjoy things, and especially where I work, I got a lot of people that enjoy like hunting. I kind of more like fishing, and even then in fishing, I'm more of a like catch release type guy. And so like you got fishermen that'll come in and be like, they'll hear like stories about me catching like a decent sized fish, mostly in my opinion, and they'd be like, "That's a good fish to eat. Like, do you eat yours?" I'm like, I don't eat fish. I don't like fish. I'll tell you that honestly. I don't like fish. The only fish that I will eat is swordfish, and that's because I was at a place called Harmon's, and they did like little servings, kind of like what Costco does. And so like they had like free little samples, and me and my older brother had some, and we were like, oh my gosh, swordfish tastes like steak. Like, this is really good. And we went over to the fishing section. They didn't even have swordfish. And so we got confused. Like, why are they selling samples? Nah, they're doing that on purpose, though. They're like, oh my gosh, you want to taste something really great? Yeah, well, you see, we're making less money, but we think it's funny. April Fools. We don't actually have swordfish, but we have free samples of it. So how do you get free samples of it? We can't tell you that. Sorry, it's CIA classified. And if we did, the FBI would be on us. So like, we can't do anything about that. Sorry. And then you're like, so what if the FBI did do something about it? What if I did something about it? I generally was really upset though, cause like, I don't like fish, but swordfish was actually pretty dang good. And so yeah, I was a little bit frustrated that Harmon's didn't have swordfish at the time, and so I was kind of like, what's the point of So I was like, what was the point of swordfish if you guys didn't even sell it, you know? And I was like, man, now I kind of want to go ocean fishing. Because, like, holy crap, swordfish is really good. My only question is, where's the predators? I realize that we've been here for 3 days now in Scotland, And the only predator that I quote unquote found was the European badger, and yet still it's like, do they not have predators? Are you telling me that the only predator they have are humans that come by and hunt the animals? They keep the population down? Because now I'm kind of concerned. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, hey, hold up. Wait a second. I haven't been attacked yet by a predator. I even haven't seen a bear. I don't even think Scotland has bears. Does it? Like, I'm not 100% sure. I don't do my research. Like, I should have, though. I should have done my research. To see, like, what we were getting into. Because, like, usually when I get these DLCs, they, like, give you information about the DLCs. I didn't do this time. I kind of wanted to surprise myself. Because it's like an all brand new thing. I don't really want to already know what they have. New England is easy though, because the picture of it is a moose, so I'm assuming they have moose. Meese. Oh my. The English wordings for certain animals really irritates me. Like, you got an animal called goose. That's just a single one of those. But when they're in a flock, they're called geeses. A moose is called a moose because it's a single moose. Now, if I see a group of moose, it's not meeses, it's not meese, it's moose. Look at that moose. It's not mooses, even though that's what most people say, because it generally makes sense. Like, look at those mooses. But you can't say that. It's literally just like, look at all of that moose. I'm not even joking. You can look it up. You think to yourself, huh? Who came up with that idea? You know what? Good question. Whoever thinks it's a good idea that numbers should be numbers. You got people like me who have dyslexia in numbers. And left and right. Like, I won't even lie about that. Sometimes when people are like, yo, you're left, I'll go to my right. Because I'm thinking their left, not my left, you know? Because their left is my right is their left, you know what I mean? So, like, at work, we have, like, knives behind the counter. And I have people being like, left side. So I move to my right side because I'm thinking of their left, but they're thinking of my left. So when they say my left, they're thinking of their right. So it's like, so just say the name of the knife. I know the names of the knives, so they're like, hey, if you can get that Gerber like 3.5-inch blade, Air Ranger. I look, oh, Air Ranger right here. But they're like, no, that knife, this knife, that knife, to your left, up, left, top left. And it's like, dog, just say the name of the knife. I can't see it that far. Then don't get a knife. We have a thing called a gift bar where I work at. And, brother, you can just literally just walk to that gift bar, write down the SKU, the brand, the name of that knife you want, come up to the register, hand me that little slip. I can find your knife. But when you're yelling left, right, that knife. Dude, we have a lot of knives. You just want me to grab some random knives? No, not that knife. I want that knife. What knife? The black one? No, the black one. Okay, that makes sense. My fault. Oh, you meant the dark purple one? No, I meant the dark purple one. Hey. Hold up. Last time I checked, I do not remember growling. Seriously, does Scotland not have any predators? Are there predators really the European badger? Like, I'm confused. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of concerned. Warning call from Big Papa. Oh my. Big Papa's mad. But no, I'm concerned. Does Scotland only have boars and European badgers as their quote unquote predators? I'm kind of curious now. What are your guys' predators? I'll give you a predator. Trade me a deer and I'll trade you a black bear. Can you imagine the strangest trade with Scotland? They're like, we got so many deers, we need a predator. And then we're over here like, we got so many black bears, we need some more deers. And it's like, hey, want to do a trade? A deer for a black bear? You know what? 2 deers for 2 black bears. Male and female. Oh, you're right. That way you can get cubs, and that way, ooh. Actually, maybe Scotland does have bears, and I'm just not even paying attention to what they have. Like I said, I generally don't know. So like, I'm not making fun of Scotland. I promise you. It's just that I didn't do my research when I bought this DLC, so I honestly don't know what edibles they have here besides deer. Those little mints. Is that what they're called? I can't remember. They're like otters. They look like little otters that run in like the weird accordion run where they like jump with their front legs, bring their back body, jump with their front legs, bring the back body like accordion. You know, you pull it forward, you pull it in, you pull it out, you pull it in. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of just want to like kind of just explore, I guess, until I find a predator, because it's like I should have done my research. I feel bad, but honestly, like, look how gorgeous this is, though. It's like a painting that doesn't even seem real. What was that? I thought there was an animal in front of me for a minute. I almost freaked out. It's like, there's no way I missed one. Unless I did miss one. Then it's like, hold on. Wait a sec. Then you also have to like remember that there are certain things that we can't do. How much would it be to cost to move to Scotland? See, like, you got your wild boars, your European badgers, your little otters that I forgot what you guys call them, mints or mice, I don't know. You got your deers. It's just like, are you guys that peaceful to not have a, predators? Like, I'm not saying that it's like a bad thing. I mean, honestly, if you think about it. Ooh, hold up. My heart rate went up. Okay, that little one, that big one is the male. The little one is the female. Oh my gosh. My heart rate, bro. Is she gonna rainwater? I missed. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I think I got him. I probably got him poorly, but like, hey, Do me a favor. Can you retrieve that? Or is that boar too big? The boar might be too big. Oh, he's a bronze. That's alright though. 100%, I take that. $724? I'll take that any day. I take that any day. Roll it up. Hold on. Dude, I kinda wish that Hunter Call of the Wild kinda like does. They should make Hunter Call of the Wild like credit card or like debit card or whatever, but it like actually puts in like a certain amount of money they actually make in game. Oh my gosh. They would I feel like they would actually make more. Maybe not. Maybe they make less money. No, I think they'll make more money. I don't know how it'll work. I'm just saying, like, you know how like certain companies, like Xbox, has their own like credit card or whatever, because like Microsoft made that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, if Hunter Call of the Wild did something like that, but it's like you get like a certain amount of like actual money from like in-game hunts. Like, you can only get money from like certain like token hunts, like silver and gold. You know what I mean? Like silver, make it like, I don't know, say like 15% is like silver, so like make it like $15, you know, or something. I don't know. I'm just saying that would be kind of cool though. So that way you like don't have to worry about like actual hunting. I don't know. It's just an idea. It's just like, I see Xbox making their own like credit card or debit card, and it's like only used for Xbox, you know what I mean? And so it's like Hunter Call of the Wild should make something like that, but it's only meant for like places that sell hunting gear. You know what I mean? Like, you can only use it at certain places, so that way they're not. But the best thing is that when you use the card and you're spending the money that you got from the game, the reason why I say I feel like they would make more money is because that, like, half of that credit, because if you use the card, even though you're spending that money technically goes back to the company because you're spending their card. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not like being unfair, it's being it's like making a profit, right? Like, if I shoot a deer, and that deer happens to be a silver token deer, you know, Hunter Call Wild was be like, oh, that's 15%, $15 for that card. I'll go to like a place like Sportsman's or like, I don't know, something like that sells like things for hunting, you know, and I go ahead and buy like a fishing pole, and I use that $15 from that card to help out with my purchase. Well, that $15 goes into that transaction, but because it's from their credit card, that $15 of that 15% goes back to the company. You know, so it's like, you made money, you use that money goes back to that company. You know what I mean? And I know that it's like, well, that sounds like they're just robbing you. Well, not really, because they can't really take the money from you until you buy something, you know? Sure, they could choose not to give you the money, but then that's where it would come into law and court and stuff, and you don't really want to deal with that. But that's what I'm just saying, like I'm just saying, it would be a good idea. Not saying they have to, not saying it's like a wanted thing. It's just like, hey, Cause honestly, if I did something like that, bro, I would totally do something like that. I would actually want to do something like that. Like make something, like make a company or something, and then like actually pay the gamers like a 15% income for like little things they do in the game, and then when they spend that card at certain places that has to do something with that game, that 50% income comes back to me because they spent the money. So like, sure, you can rack up the money, but the minute that you spend that money, it goes back to my company because you're technically spending money that I gave you. You know, it's like how you and your friends go like to eat dinner and then you guys share.
See, the crouch makes all the difference. Let's have a look at it.
And it's like you and your friends, you know, like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, pay each other back, you know, like, hey, I'll pay for dinner this time. Just, you know, pay me back next time. And they're like, oh, okay, I can do that. Or like, when you get paid, just, hey, just pay me, you know, this much money. So that way you're not, like, paying the whole coverage for the whole thing, you know what I mean? That's what me and my friends do. So it's just like, hey, just an idea. You know what I mean? So it's like you're paying them back, but technically you're just paying them back with their own money. And I know that sounds a little like dumb, but like I think it's a smart decision because it's like they're giving you money to borrow, right? It's like a loan, and you have to pay that loan back. There's not like a due date or anything like that because you can literally keep money in that card. Like you can literally not spend that card if you don't want to, and then keep that money. You know what I mean? There's not like a due date or whatever. I'm just saying it's like, once you do spend that money, that's when it becomes... You know what I mean? Like that's when they, yeah. And it's not like we're losing money either because we're still taking money because like the game costs money. You got a lot of people that'll pay money, and the credit card isn't free because you bought the game. You have to pay money for that card, and you do have to pay off the card once you go over the limit. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just like little things, you know. It's like where I work at, we have like these explore reward credit cards for members only and stuff. And so it's like you do come in and you do pay off your card and stuff when you hit a limit or whatever, but it's like it's through a whole like bank and whatever, you know what I mean? It's just like we're making money, but we're not losing money. You know what I mean? It, like I said, it's like a whole thing. I know it's not gonna happen. I'm just saying, like that would be pretty cool though. I would do something. I'll pay like 100 something, like I'll say $150 a month for that debit card or credit card or whatever they decide to make it into. Just to make a little bit of money by playing this game, you know what I mean? And then spend it, and then yeah. But hey, I'm just saying. We shot like 3 animals and had no luck this entire time. We've been shooting a lot over there. There's so many places out here that we have not been because how big Scotland is. I didn't realize how big that map was gonna be. Like, I really want to go down here, and we haven't even really gone down there. We might as well. This is kind of an interesting spot. I kind of like it too. But see, this is what I mean. Like I would totally do something like this. Like, if I had the money to live in Scotland, you know, I have my little car, a house like this. You know what I mean? Like, just in the forest. Like, I was nature. You know, I sound like a freaking hippie. My fault. I'm not saying there's wrong with hippies, but like, I was nature, dude. Like, radical, man. My fault. No, it's just like something about being like, that's why I'm an outgoing guy. You know, I find beauty in life. Especially when you're like in places like Scotland, you know, it's just so majestic, so like jealous that they live somewhere like that, you know what I mean? Like, ooh. Alright, well, I think I might call that a day, actually. I might head back to this outpost over here. Get rid of this marker. Whiskey. They make whiskey here? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Like, they got European badgers. Technically not lying, those are technically predators. Bagpipes, man. I love that. I'm sorry. Alright, but anyways, so this is it. End of this video. Got his head in the bush. That's cute. Anyways, thank you for watching part 3 of Scotland. Do whatever you want at this point. Because I know everyone's getting sick and tired of YouTubers saying like and subscribe. Like, you have to. You don't have to. Me personally, just watch the video. Be happy with it. That's all I care about, you know. Sure, just subscribing's nice. Yeah, I guess so. It's not like I'm trying to make a hobby out of it, so it's like it doesn't really matter. Likes, I don't really care, you know. Like, I got a lot of likes on my videos. Got people in my comments saying like, "Hey man, doing a great job." It's like, "Hey man, thank you," but it's like, you don't really have to do anything. Just watch the video and just be happy, I guess. Anyways, thank you for watching. Part 4 will be out. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Maybe I will. Maybe I might actually disappear for like 3 hours. Not even 3 hours. I might disappear till like what, next January, and then it'd be like, surprise, I'm back. Part 6. No, I'm joking. I think that's when you guys might actually lose it. Be like, bro, you waited like, what's he? We're in March. Waited like what? March, April, June, May, August, September, October, November, December, January. Shoot, I don't know. I just feel like that might be a breaking point. You're like, bro, you waited like a whole year just to like make a whole nother YouTube video. Where did the dog go? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Is that him? Dude, I like at first I couldn't even tell because like his leg is in like behind the rock. So like if you don't let your eyes adjust to it, like you can't even tell that's him. He's too dark. Oh no. But anyways, thank you for watching the YouTube video. Yeah, see you guys in part 4 of Scotland. I'm like that. You guys have a great one. See you next time. Peace.